Hey friends, if your kiddos love corn dogs, today I'm sharing an easy homemade mini corn dog recipe that's perfect for their lunchbox. You can make a large batch, freeze the extras, and reheat only what you need on a busy school morning. So let me show how you make them. I started with these grass-fed mini hot dogs that I picked from Whole Foods. The package was around $6 and it came with a good quantity. Once you open the package, pat the hot dogs completely dry using a paper towel. This removes the extra moisture and helps the batter stick much better. Next, insert each hot dog into a small wooden skewer. I couldn't find mini skewers, so I simply cut regular bamboo skewers in half using strong kitchen scissors. Just be careful with any sharp edges. If you can't find mini hot dogs, you can use regular sized hot dogs instead. Simply cut each one into 2 or 3 smaller pieces and insert them into the skewers. Once all the hot dogs are ready, set them aside while we prepare the batter. For the dry ingredients, you'll need 1 mag of yellow cornmeal, 3/4 of a mag of all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and half a teaspoon of salt. Make sure you're using yellow cornmeal like the kind you use to make cornbread, not cornstarch or masa harina, because those have a much finer texture. For the wet ingredients, you'll need 1 egg, 1 mug of buttermilk, 1 tablespoon of oil or melted butter, and 2 tablespoons of honey. I forgot to record myself adding the honey, but it gives the corn dogs a lovely touch of sweetness that kids really enjoy. If you don't have buttermilk, you can make an easy substitute by mixing 3/4 of a mug of plain yogurt with 1/4 of a mug of water. Whisk the wet ingredients until everything is smooth and well combined. Then gradually pour the mixture into the dry ingredients while stirring. Don't add all the liquid at once because different types of cornmeal and flour may absorb liquids differently. Add it gradually until you reach the right consistency. The batter should look similar to pancake batter but slightly thicker. It needs to be thick enough to coat the hot dogs without immediately sliding off. If it becomes too thick, add 1 or 2 tablespoons of water at a time until it reaches the right consistency. While preparing the batter, begin heating your oil. I'm using avocado oil and a small deep saucepan. A narrow pot works especially well because you can get enough depth without needing a huge amount of oil. Dip each hot dog into the batter, turning it until it's completely coated. Allow just a little excess batter to drip off. Gently lower the battered hot dog into the oil. Never drop it from above because the hot oil may splash. Only fry a few corn dogs at a time and leave some space between them so the temperature of the oil doesn't drop too much. I normally allow them to cook on the first side until they become golden brown. Then I use 2 forks to carefully turn them over. This way, I only need to flip them once instead of moving them around constantly. They cook very quickly, usually around 2 minutes per side. Keep watching them because the honey can make the batter brown a little faster. Once they're evenly golden and cooked through, carefully remove them from the oil and transfer them to a plate lined with paper towels. This will help absorb some of the excess oil. And look at how cute they turned out. They're crispy and golden on the outside, soft on the inside, and the perfect little size for kids. I like serving them traditionally with ketchup and mustard, along with this delicious homemade coleslaw. This is a kid-friendly coleslaw with a special little ingredients that makes it slightly sweet and helps kids enjoy it even more. I'll be sharing that recipe very soon. To freeze the leftovers, first allow the corn dogs to cool completely. Arrange them in a single layer and freeze them until firm. Then transfer them to a freezer-safe bag, placing parchment paper between the layers so they don't stick together. When you're ready to use them, you can let the amount you need thaw overnight in the fridge. In the morning, reheat them in the air fryer for a few minutes until they're hot and crispy again. Allow them to cool slightly before placing them in your child's lunchbox. And that's it for today's recipe. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.